Alright, Schlockmeister fans, I got duped. Literally duped. Next movie I'm going to watch is called Manson. It's a 1973 documentary directed by Robert Hendrickson. And it's a movie I had on a beta tape, and I tried to track down the DVD of it. I actually found Robert Hendrickson's website, and I tried to email him through there because he was selling some DVDs not too long ago, signed ones actually, and I didn't get a response back, so I don't know if he was still operating it or not, but whatever the case is, so I went online on eBay and found one, and I thought this was the legit DVD release, but apparently it's not. The legit one, the signed ones by Robert Hendrickson, have an all-white cover. It looks like a newspaper thing with Charles Manson on it, and they're signed by him. So go out and find that one. Don't get this one, although this one's not bad, but it's not the original, which is the one you want. So anyway, thank you, Robert Hendrickson, for putting this out anyway. So anyway, the movie Manson here, like I said, it's a 1973 documentary which has several members of the Manson family in it, interviews and stuff, as well as some people who knew Manson, Paul Watkins, Brooke Poston, and it's just basically a telling of the story of what happened with the Manson murders, the Tate LaBianca murders. It's a fascinating show. It has actual footage taken at the Spahn Ranch, I believe at Barker Ranch too, interviews with Squeaky Fromme and Clem and Sandra Good. It's just a wow. It's just a creepy story. Lots of music in here too, including some by Manson and his followers, as well as Watkins and Poston did a lot of the music on the soundtrack as well. Interview with Bugliosi, references to the Beatles, just all kinds of cool stuff on here. So it's quite a documentary. It's a nice little relic from the past, a retelling of it, of the Tate LaBianca murders, and it's just chilling to watch this. So anyway, check this movie out. Let's watch it together now, shall we? It's called Manson. Thank you, Robert Hendrickson.
Whatever is necessary to do, you do it. When somebody needs to be killed, there's no wrong. You do it. And then you move on. And you pick up a child, and you move him to the desert. You pick up as many children as you can. And you kill whoever gets in your way. This is us.
Is it that you recall being in harmony?
Than any other trial.
The film starts with an interview with Vincent Bugliosi.
The trial was also the most expensive trial in American history, costing the county of Los Angeles $1 million. The trial itself took 9.5 months, the longest murder trial in American history. These 7 incredible murders were perhaps the most savage, bizarre, nightmarish murders in the recorded annals of crime. The murders were incredible. There was a total of 169 stab wounds, 7 gunshot wounds.
Susan Atkins, alias Sadie. Her glee club remembers her as a shy, sensitive girl. Her own baby was only 10 months old when Sadie, a new mother, butchered the expectant Sharon Tate.
The killers are introduced, and then Bugliosi talks.
The killers printed the word pig in Sharon Tate's blood on the outside of the front door of the Tate residence, and the words helter skelter in Lino LaBianca's blood on the refrigerator door. They also printed the words death to pigs and rise in Lino's blood on the living room wall of the LaBianca residence. They also carved the word war on Lino's stomach.
And here we're going to meet Squeaky Fromme, who tried to assassinate Gerald Ford.
You have to know it. You have to know every part of it. And to know you know it is to know it. So that you could pick it up any second and shoot.
And here we learn about Manson a little bit.
On November 12, 1934, an unwed teenager, Kathleen Maddox, gave birth to a premature baby at the county hospital in Cincinnati, Ohio. Father, unknown. She named him Charles Maddox Manson, later also known as Jesus Christ. He's among those...
Here we meet Paul Watkins, who became a state witness.
When it started, it was the most beautiful thing that I had ever seen. People walking up and down the street, throwing flowers and kissing each other and hugging each other, and taking their shirts off and giving each other shirts and smiling at each other, making love with each other, all in the streets and in the park, and I could see music and everything in it.
For ordering the 7 Tate LaBianca murders was his fanatical obsession with helter skelter. a term he borrowed from the English musical recording group The Beatles. Manson was an avid follower of the Beatles and believed that they were prophets speaking to him through the lyrics of their songs.
And everything that everything was for was always for fucking.
The nights
Here
of
we learn about the murder
Tate
nights.
massacres, Manson assigned new member Linda Kasabian to drive the killers because she had the only valid driver's license, besides Mary Bruner, who was in jail on those nights.
Here we get a little background as to how the family
at the
formed.
Swan Movie Ranch, once owned by silent screen star William S. Hart. They lived in the ramshackle, broken-down movie sets, panhandled, hustled, stole. Became an obsession.
There were a lot of kids in the ranch, too.
Manson ordered the girls to get pregnant, and the guys obliged. These children were denied nothing. They smoked pot, dropped acid, and participated in the family orgies.
I got real, panicked. Opened the door and I said, Charlie, and he turned around and he looked just like the devil. And I said, man, we're in hell. And he says, yeah, ain't it groovy?
All the guys had to get over all their homosexual things by doing everything that you could possibly think of doing with guys. And all the girls had to do everything they could possibly think of doing with girls.
Here we meet Sadie's former bunkmate in jail.
Ladies and gentlemen, because I, Ryan Howard, broke the Tate and LaBianca case and prevented no telling how many more murders, I've been shot at, assaulted, harassed, beaten, threatened, and it's very likely and very possible that by the time you see this picture that I may be dead. There's smoking, eating.
Charlie said the whole universe is one great big fuck. Everything.
Make a gruesome end.
They wanted to kill other people,
This picture
too.
of Elizabeth Taylor, and I was telling her how beautiful she looked, and she said that she deserves to die.
Sadie thought she was really pretty, but she had to destroy her looks to bring out the real beauty in her. She was going to poke out her eyes and take a knife and get it real red hot and put it on the side of her face and burn her. Sadie liked Tom Jones.
It's paradise. No responsibilities, no decision-making. All in, no ego. They sang together, loved together, and killed together. Togetherness. Why Shorty Shea's decapitation was a family project. Some tortured, some butchered, and some buried the pieces. And the establishment smugly dismisses the Mansons as an oddball phenomenon.
He would be her Christ.
I've been laying up here paying for your sins for 2,000 years.
Yeah, there is God. And that's why they're hanging him. That's why they're killing him. That's what they want to kill. Is God. That's what the preacher wants to kill when he wears his black robes and stuff. He's alive. You've seen him do, what people call supernatural things. We saw him bring a bird back to life.
Charlie, the idea of what Charlie was.
Psychology and a
Here's Squeaky Foam again.
She was the second girl Charlie collected, and his favorite. Squeaky says, every girl should have a daddy, just like Charlie.
You have to take whatever comes to you. You have to be ready right now, right here, right now.
Here's Paul Watkins again with Brooks Poston, two former members who actually provided the soundtrack for this movie. Here we meet Steve Grogan, Clem, probably the most unhinged member of the Manson
And when we
family.
saw the little animals in the desert, and we'd see, the hunters come up in their jeeps, and they'd be all drunk and stuff. Their awareness level would be about this high. And we'd see all the squirrels and the ground squirrels and chuckers, and we'd say, get in the hole, get in the holes, man. Because the beast is coming down.
Clem played the idiot so well that Superior Judge James Coates reduced his sentence to life imprisonment, stating, "It's clear Grogan functions barely above the animal level."
Do better in jail.
And here we hear from Charlie himself.
The truth has not been in your courtroom. Never has been in your courtroom. All you have is confusion in your courtroom. Why do I have to stand and take the blame for your sins again? I spent my life in jail, paying for you, so that you could ride your bicycles, have your birthday parties.
That jail.
Don't you want me to make you? It's coming down fast, but don't let it break you. Tell me the answer. You may be a lover, but you ain't no dancer. Look out, helter-skelter. Helter-skelter.
He's been in jail every 3 weeks since he's been out of jail.
I think it's okay myself.
I don't think he did it.
I think it was inspired by the devil. Well, I don't think he's right in what he did.
I think he's cool. Oh, I think he's a cool dude. Carlos Manson?
About it, and I went through a change, and then I realized
I believe
had
that's
a baby.
Sandra Good,
1,000,000 babies
one of
die,
the few
and 1,000,000
people who still
babies are
follow
born.
him today.
But Sharon Tate's baby died. Yours didn't.
Anybody can kill anyone. Did I know at the time? Yeah.
How did you feel about Sharon Tate's baby?
Not one way or the other.
I'm getting tired. The people you call my family were people that you didn't want, children that were alongside the road that their parents had kicked out. So I took them to my garbage dump and fed them and taught them that in love there's no wrong. Everything they've done for love of brother.
And the only way you get to life is through life, not through death.
The Manson family is now serving a combined sentence of 321 years.
All right. Just got done watching Manson, the documentary from 1973 put up by Robert Hendrickson. And like I said earlier, I got duped. This is not an official release, although the quality isn't bad. It looks like it was ripped from a VHS, probably because it was the picture was kind of turned at the top of the screen. So go out and find the one from Robert Hendrickson. It's got a white cover on it. That's what the one you're looking for. But anyway, to the movie itself, again, it's just a fascinating thing. It's 83 minutes long, not very long. It's got a couple nude scenes in it, actually, of seeing the family members like bathing in a little creek or something. But it's just a fascinating look at the whole Manson thing back in around 1969, 70, 71 or so. Seeing these people, and especially like Clem, who's just completely unhinged. And I don't know. It's just wow. It's hard to believe something like this could actually happen, where some guy would have so much influence over regular, normal, good people to turn them into murderers, and vicious, horrible murderers at that. It's just. And the fact that these people could be so brainwashed like this. Manson is, I mean, he's definitely charismatic, and it's just, wow, it's something to see. So anyway, I do recommend this movie. It is really good. It's a documentary, like I said. Just some fascinating interviews on there. There's some stuff from Charles Manson himself, obviously, and Paul Watkins and Brooks Poston, who were in here, provided the music for this. All the little songs you hear, or I should say most of the songs that you hear were actually done by them. And I don't know, the whole thing is just creepy, really creepy. But Robert Hendrickson, you did a good job doing this movie, and awesome. So anyway, check this movie out. Like I said, go get it from Mr. Hendrickson. He's got these. He was selling these, and hopefully you can get in touch with him on his website. Otherwise, try to track this down on eBay or something. It's good. It's just a fascinating watch. I recommend it highly. It's called Manson. Check it out.